Halloween, the wildest, most scandalous holiday of the year. It's been a fan favorite for longer than Morgan Freeman's been alive. Yeah, sure, some people may believe it's the devil's holiday, but just block out the haters with me for the rest of this video and relate. If I put on a waifu costume on October 1st in my room alone with the lights dimly lit, and then go put that exact same outfit on exactly 30 days later, all of a sudden I love the devil? Is it because the evil has to marinate like musty underwear or something? That logic just doesn't work for me. But one thing that will always work for me is Halloween movies. Twitches, Halloween Town, Haunted Mansion, Hocus Pocus. Ew. Not y'all. And before y'all even start any debate in the comments, this is a Halloween movie. Look it up. Sitting down in a classroom with the lights off, watching The Great Pumpkin was such an unmatched experience. That, paired with those special teachers that would bring bags of candy for the class and decorate the room? Chef's kiss. Shout out to the teachers that care, man. Then following up the Halloween movies, my schools would always have fall festivals where everybody in the school would dress up in their costumes, and at the end of the day, everybody would go to the field and play games, get on rides, and eat food and just have a great time together. I really do miss those times. Every dude can relate to me when I say that every year I would dress up as a ninja. Why? Because ninjas are freaking cool, duh. Of course I didn't limit myself, so there was one year when I dressed up as Venom, another one I dressed up as Batman. This year I'm supposed to dress up as Deadpool. It'll be my first time dressing up in a couple years because I'm finally out of that teenage phase where everything is lame, because throughout high school and middle school I was dressed up as the average student. I know, I'm a loser, yeah, whatever. But I've grown, and now, come on, I mean, I wasn't that bad. At least I went to the haunted houses. Me and two of my friends went to this place, and immediately before you can even get inside, while you're standing in the line, the actors are harassing you. So you're just stuck standing there, not able to defend yourself. And you finally make it inside, and guess what? There's already 40 people that got there before you, who are already queued up in the line, and now you're stuck sitting in the lobby like it's Fortnite. And the actors are still running around terrorizing people. By the time it was my time to go inside, I felt like I had already been through the whole attraction. I remember there was a lady and her daughters in front of us in the line, and they were talking to us about how it was their first time going. But when it was time to go inside, they started begging the attendant to send us in there with them for protection? And I say that with a question because, to be honest, we were only in like the 8th grade at the time, so realistically we'd be about as helpful as if they brought an empty pillowcase to a pillow fight, but at least it made us feel good. Leading up to Halloween, I know people like to carve pumpkins, and I do too. I've only done it twice in my life, but I'm supposed to do it again this year. And even though I try my best to make it look cool, it'll never be as cool as the ones you see on Instagram. Some people really have too much talent. And then some people don't have enough. Trick-or-treating is the #1 thing associated with Halloween. Knocking on strangers' doors and taking potentially hazardous food from them for some reason has a chokehold on us. You expect to get good candy like Skittles and Hershey's, but no. There just has to be that one house you come across that gives you apples and oranges, which is arguably weirder than if they just gave you the candy. Then there's those houses where nobody but the Pope must live, leaving out buckets of candy expecting people to only take one item. Now because I'm a good boy and I always follow the rules, I always just take one. But everybody out here ain't like me. One time I was out and there was this one little devious, rotten 6-year-old running up to different houses taking the entire bowls of candy. My bro looked like he had been planning the heist for months, running practice drills day and night just to prep for this night. As you get older, trick-or-treating starts to fade out of what you want to do, and depending on how old you are, it turns into Halloween parties. With those parties, you start to notice things changing. Particularly costumes starting to have less and less material. Especially the closer you get to being 18, something about the switch from middle school to high school, and especially high school to college, costumes drastically go from kid-friendly to extremely adult in an instant. One year you're trick-or-treating with little Susie who wanted to be a cat, but looks more like the Cat in the Hat. The next year she's still dressed as a cat, but now all of a sudden she has thigh-high leather boots, pantyhose with her butt hanging out, cat ears, and a freaking whip. And I mean, it's not just the girls either. Guys go from being Spider-Man last year to being whatever godforsaken thing this is. I just wish I got more of a warning that things were gonna change. I love you guys. Bye.